All right, day three. It's about 2 p.m. Days 5th of December. I'm sorry if I'm kind of tired. I'll say tired. Yeah. I I woke up at 5 a.m. for my morning shift, and I just got off of work, and I'm living off of purely a Red Bull and like 4 hours of sleep, or like 5 hours. Nah, four for sure. I got home at around 1 a.m. So, what we know so far? We discussed about taking action in the first video, and the second one was about goal setting and achieving our goals. So, today we really get into this discipline, the one of, if not the most important part of anybody's career. It's like really, really, really crucial to anybody who's trying to succeed in any kind of form. Whether it's mentally, physically, like let's say you want to get rich or you want to be fit and main rich and main fit. So, what does discipline actually mean? Discipline as doing what needs to be done, even if you don't feel like it. Delayed gratification versus instant gratification. It's a direct connection to self respect and keeping promises to yourself. Uh, yeah, Plato, the famous philosopher Plato, said that the first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. So, how do we get discipline? First steps is be more confident. Be honest about yourself. You need to be honest about yourself. It's all about having a positive mindset and always seeking improvement. Then you need to build a habit and be an addict for it. Discipline beats motivation every day. Why? How do they even differ? Motivation is purely emotional, it comes and goes. Discipline is habit and identity based. As I said, we need to build a habit and be an addict for it. James Clear, a really good author, wrote the book Atomic Habits. I'm currently reading it. I'm at the beginning. Don't worry. He said in this book, and I quote, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system." End quote. So we know we need to be honest. We know we need to pick a habit and stick with it. We know we need to have some kind of system. But how habits are even formed? How do habits come about? The habits system goes like this. It's explain cue, routine, reward loop. Habits can be also bad habits, as we know. For example, we have trigger equals stress, goes to routine, which would be, let's say, scrolling social media, which will go to reward, which is distraction. So, Now we know we need to have a kind of identity shift model. This is what we have been trying to do all throughout this course and will continue to do, building a better mindset. So instead of saying, I want to be fit, I want to go to the gym, I want to be fit, change your mindset and present the sentence as is. I am the kind of person who exercises daily. That sentence alone needs to have a part of truth to it. I want to be fit is kind of a false promise or like I owe you one. But if you were to be talking about fitness by saying I am the kind of person who exercises daily, you need to have proof of it and actually go through which your sayings and actually exercise daily. So kind of pushing yourself. So small consistent actions goes to evidence, goes to identity change, which becomes effortless. This is from Atomic Habits. It's basically identity based. Oh my god, I started wrong. I can't deal with this morning shifts. It's basically identity based habit building. So, environment can really like change your discipline. The environment has a really big role. You need to design a space, your own bubble, or like a physical space that makes discipline easier. You need to remove temptations and also surround yourself with growth oriented people. A crucial part is having friends with the same kind of mindset. If you have a lot of friends who are really keen and strive on becoming rich, you will most likely follow that path. If you have a lot of friends who love going to the gym or have other physical like exercises or rather trainings, exercises isn't the right word for it. If you have friends who really love to train or like go to maybe like some running groups, have some really good programs, you can benefit from them. They can help you improve as well. I have always tried to help my friends and get them as fit as possible. And what do I get out of it? Just the company of them joining me, and I really like it. I'm Loki, a personal trainer for one of my friends, and he's really glad that I'm doing this out of my free time and helping him change for the better. And he wants to repay me, but he can't because he already has by attending and coming to the gym with me, which I'm really grateful for. So, discipline is long term vision. It has always been long term vision. So, let's talk about long term vision versus short term comfort. Okay, think of this. I'll explain it as simple as possible. Comfort now, right now, like maybe you're scrolling through your phone on this video. Comfort now will go to discomfort later. You don't want to do your homework in school, you will get a bad grade. Exactly. So, we need to get discomfortable. Discomfort now goes to rewards later. You are going to study now, you're going to get better grades later. Easy as that. Uh, you put your phone away, you actually listen to me, you will improve. Excuse me. So, I've got homework. I have some practical exercises for you. I want you to choose at least one daily discipline challenge for at least 7 days. Please try to keep a habit for 7 days. Let's say it's going to the gym. You need to attend it for at least 7 days. All right? Journal, write it down. Write down like the date and that you actually went to the gym. Uh, Secondly, uh, we will track habits visually, and I'll show you how to do it in a second. Also, set a no negotiation hour for personal growth. Trust me, I will get it to that too in a second. And lastly, write down who you want to become. Just write it down. Write down who do you want to become. So let's just imagine the type of person that you want to become. Imagine what they would do in a daily basis. Okay, I'll say I'll be the kind of guy that wakes up at 7 every day, goes to the gym for at least an hour, and eats clean, cooks for himself, keeps his room and house clean. So I imagine I'll be like that. Like the ideal me will be like that, like my daily routine. And what we need to do now is follow the exact routine, and you will see the growth. Let's get to the habit tracker. So, a habit tracker is a simple visual tool to measure your consistency. People don't break habits because they don't know what to do. They break them because they can't see their progress. Tracking makes habits tangible. So, how does it work? Choose a habit you want to build. Exercise, reading, meditation, journaling, etc. You can do all of those. I do all of those. Um, it can be just one habit too. Uh, and now, every day, you complete the habit and mark it off. Check mark, X, color box, whatever. The goal is not to break the chain. So, why does it work? Visual progress creates momentum. It builds accountability and consistency. Missing a day becomes like no. Oh my god, bro! I can't. Missing a day becomes noticeable. No, noticeable. Noticeable. Missing a day becomes noticeable. Okay, finally. Encouraging you to stay on track. Small wins release dopamine. Your brain enjoys discipline. We're actually helping our brain enjoy this discomfort and this really like hard environment. It's really easy to slip right back into our comfort zones. onto our phone, into our bed. But this kind of habit tracking helps us uh, release the dopamine we need to actually enjoy discipline. It can be really easy. So I'll scoot over. I'll put like a visual right over here or something. In the top, we have it's like a chart basically. You can write it in your notebook. You'll have a notebook already. If you don't, what are you doing? Okay, at the top row, write the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a week done. Now, in this row, write the habits. Exercise, reading 10 pages, or eating clean, no sugar, whatever. Now, you can start ticking them off every day. At the end of the day, tick it off, or if you like, complete the habit. There's a simple rule, a really simple rule. Never miss twice. Easy as that. Yeah, maybe you can't go to the gym every day. So what? You will go tomorrow. You need to go tomorrow. I know people have a lot to do, but never miss twice. And that's your like most simple way to success. The easiest way to success. Now, the no negotiation hour. This is an hour or 30 minutes to start. You commit to your own self growth without excuses or negotiation. Think of it as an appointment with yourself, as important as a meeting with a boss. So, how does it work? Pick a day, oh my god, pick a time slot daily. Morning is ideal, but any consistent time works. During that hour, you focus on your activities that contribute to your goals, such as reading, studying, working a skill, exercise, creative work. First rule, no phone scrolling, no bargaining with yourself. You treat it as non-negotiable, negotiable. Fucking can't. You show up even if you don't feel like it. How it works? It trains self-discipline like a muscle. It removes all of the should I and it replaces it I will. It builds routine and identity. I am someone who shows up for myself. You need to disable your inner negotiator, the little voice in your head that says, "Oh, I'll just skip it today, I'll start tomorrow, whatever." You need to disable that completely. So, I'll summarize it for you real quick. Pick a habit and track it for 7 days. Every day you show up, mark it. Also, choose a no negotiation hour daily dedicated to your growth. No excuses, no bargaining. Show up even if you're too tired, even if you're too tired or too or imperfect. Show up even if you do it tired or imperfect. Damn, it's 20 minutes already. Wow. Okay. 48 Laws of Power. A really, really powerful book. I'm currently at like the middle of it. You've probably heard of it a million times, or like social media platform or whatever. One of the most famous books ever. So even this book here, it it reminds us of discipline a million times. Since I'm at like kind of the start or the middle of it, I've like brought out a few laws that like apply to it. So the third law is to conceal your intentions. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. Discipline is also involved here. Concealing your intentions is about strategy resistance, is about being st- is about strategic resistance. It requires emotional discipline to not overshare your plans, especially when when excitement pushes you to speak. I'll do it over. Concealing intentions is about strategic resistance. It requires emotional discipline to not overshare your plans, especially when excitement pushes you to speak. There we go. Discipline here means resting the urge to seek validation for your goals, staying focused instead of announcing progress prematurely, and choosing action over talking. When people revere their plans too early, they expose themselves to doubt, criticism, jealousy, or even sabotage in the cases of this book. Discipline helps you move silently and let results speak instead of words. How to use it in personal growth. Work quietly on your goals. Share outcomes, not intentions. Protect your dreams from negativity and distraction. Discipline means doing the work when no one is clapping and staying silent until the results are impossible to ignore. I've also brought out the law four, the fourth law. Oh my God. Always say less than necessary. It goes hand in hand with the third one. When you're trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear. This law demands control over your speech, which is one of the hardest forms of discipline. Most people talk reactively. Discipline helps you talk intentionally. Discipline here means that thinking before speaking, listening more than responding, not reacting emotionally or defensively, knowing when silence is more powerful than explanation. Silence creates mystery, authority, and presence. People who can control their tongue can control situations. How can we apply this? In arguments, stay calm. Don't over explain. In negotiations, speak last. Gather information first. In leadership, speak with the weight, not the volume. Okay, so today we learned about discipline. I hope you were taking notes because I had to say a lot, man. Two good books. Might as well pick them up. I'm really glad you made it. Uh, I hope to make a shorter video tomorrow. Today was kind of like a long one, but a complicated subject. I hope y'all understood everything. Huh. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.